It's Week 5 of the National Football League. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders on Monday Night Prime Time.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are.
Going back to their AFL days in the 1960s, the Chiefs and Raiders are underway. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. 4 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon, and he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Chiefs had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Linval Joseph drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. In his own end zone, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, Sony thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Mahomes' throw brought in by Watson.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
2nd and 2. Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Watson.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Jacobs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Jacobs again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And now here comes Kansas City. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
From the 6, And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Carr.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first.
Shotgun now for Carr. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Carr's throw going to be taken in by Cole.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Carr to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. Najee Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Jimmy Garoppolo, terrific in the victory as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Matt Ryan leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Touchdown! Darren Waller. 27 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now here come the Raiders. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Holding, offense.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. Now here's Mahomes. Finds his receiver, Watson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bolton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Call it a gain of a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Carr now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. On first down, Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Carr now on first down.
Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down.
Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Carr. Touchdown.
Hunter Renfro.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Hunter Renfro who capped things off with a touchdown reception.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just